It's early morning. The sun rises slowly through the window. A soft light touches the floor. You take a deep breath and stretch your arms. Your knees feel a little stiff today. You smile, remembering the days you could move with ease. Bending down to tie your shoes was once effortless. Now it takes more care, more patience. But that doesn't mean you've lost your strength. It just means your body is asking for attention. A gentle reminder that movement is a gift. You stand tall, feet steady on the ground. You bend slowly toward your toes. Not too far, not too fast. Just enough to feel your body awaken. Your breath moves with the rhythm. Inhale. Exhale. This is your moment of connection. A quiet dance between balance and grace. The world outside feels distant. Right now, it's just you and your breath. Your knees, your toes, your heartbeat. Each motion tells a story of resilience. And as you rise again, you feel lighter, calmer, stronger. This is where your journey to flexibility begins. Movement tells stories we often forget to hear. Every step, every bend, every stretch carries a whisper from the past. When we were young, movement was effortless. Running, reaching, bending, it all came naturally. We didn't think about flexibility or balance. We simply moved because our bodies wanted to. But time changes things. Years of sitting, working, worrying, and growing older leave quiet marks. The knees creak a little. The back tightens without warning. The small motions that once felt light now feel heavy. And somewhere along the way, movement stops being play. It becomes effort. For many older adults, that shift feels like loss. But what if it's not loss at all? What if it's an invitation? An invitation to rediscover your body in a new, gentler way. That's what the story of movement truly is. Not about speed, but awareness. It's about listening again. Listening to your breath as you move. Listening to your muscles as they stretch and release. Listening to your heart as it learns patience. When you move with attention, something changes. Your body responds with gratitude. The joints loosen. The breath deepens. The mind softens. The simple act of bending from your knees toward your toes becomes more than exercise. It becomes communication, a language between body and soul. Each repetition writes a new chapter in that language. A chapter of trust. A chapter of care. You don't need to move perfectly. You only need to move honestly. Think of an old tree swaying in the wind. Its roots are deep, but its branches still dance. That's what movement can be, steady yet free. And every time you practice, your body remembers. It remembers that movement is life. That stillness can also hold rhythm. That age does not mean the end of motion, but a new beginning. Your story with your body doesn't close at 60 or 70. It continues with each careful stretch, each mindful breath. The knee-to-toe bend is a quiet symbol of that continuation. It's simple but powerful. It reminds you that bending doesn't mean breaking. It means adapting, flowing, finding balance again. Even the smallest bend connects you to something deeper. To the ground beneath you. To the air moving through you. To the heartbeat that has carried you this far. Movement is not about proving strength. It's about honoring what's still alive within you. Every motion, no matter how small, says, I'm still here. It says, my body still listens. And in that gentle moment, something beautiful unfolds. You begin to trust your body again. You begin to trust yourself again. The stiffness fades little by little. The fear of falling turns into curiosity. The hesitation turns into rhythm. And soon, the body that once felt heavy begins to feel like home again. That is the story of movement, rediscovery, not decline. Grace, not struggle. And it all begins with one simple bend, from your knees to your toes. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself standing in a quiet room. The floor beneath you feels steady and cool. You take a breath, long and deep. Your feet are shoulder-width apart. Your shoulders relax. Your arms hang gently by your sides. You feel calm, grounded, present. Now slowly, your knees begin to bend. Not too much, just a soft, gentle motion. You guide your body downward, feeling each part respond. Your thighs engage. Your calves hold steady. Your balance shifts, but it's not uncomfortable. It's alive. You reach your hands toward your toes, but you don't force it. You let gravity guide you. You listen to your body, not your mind. Your spine stretches, one vertebra at a time. Your back lengthens, your neck relaxes. You feel the quiet pull behind your legs, a whisper, not a shout. This is the heart of the knee-to-toe bend. Simple, mindful, real. It's not about touching your toes. It's about connecting the motion from your knees all the way to your breath. You inhale as you rise. You exhale as you bend. Each movement flows like water. Each breath anchors you in the moment. The beauty of this exercise is not in how far you go. It's in how fully you feel. Older adults often forget how much wisdom their bodies already hold. This movement reminds you of that wisdom. It teaches balance again, the kind that comes from awareness, not force. It gently reawakens muscles that have been waiting to move. Your knees learn to trust the bend. Your spine remembers the art of alignment. Your breath becomes the quiet conductor of it all. And suddenly, something shifts inside. This is not a struggle. This is harmony. You don't need weights, mirrors, or fancy shoes. All you need is space, patience, and presence. The knee-to-toe bend isn't a challenge to overcome. It's a dialogue between strength and softness, between stability and surrender. It's the body saying, I'm still capable, and the mind replying, I still believe. When done daily, it begins to change your rhythm. Your mornings feel lighter, your steps steadier. Even your breathing becomes calmer, more natural. You start noticing how every part of your body supports another. The knees carry the weight, but the toes find the ground. The back holds the posture, but the breath holds the balance. It's all connected, and you are the bridge. The motion may seem small, but its impact grows quietly. It touches not only your muscles, but also your confidence. It tells your body that aging is not an ending. It's an evolution. And with every bend, every rise, every breath, you rediscover the beautiful truth. That movement, no matter how simple, is the language of life itself. Science has a quiet rhythm, just like movement. It speaks through the body, not through words. Every bend, every breath, carries a message written in biology. When you lower your body toward your toes, something begins to awaken. The muscles in your thighs activate, strong and steady. Your calves tighten slightly, holding you in balance. Your lower back stretches, releasing hidden tension. Blood begins to flow more freely through your legs. Warmth spreads softly through your joints. This is more than a stretch, it's circulation in motion. It's your body remembering how to work as one. The knee-to-toe bend activates more than muscles. It wakes up the pathways that connect your nerves to your movement. It sends signals from your feet to your brain, saying, I am moving. And your brain responds, recalibrating your sense of balance. That sense, called proprioception, is what helps you stay upright. It's how your body knows where it is in space. As we age, proprioception fades quietly. We stumble more, hesitate more, move less. But gentle movements like the knee-to-toe bend bring it back. They sharpen awareness, strengthen coordination, restore confidence. Your heart joins this rhythm too. Each bend helps your blood pump more efficiently. Your lungs open wider as you breathe deeply. Oxygen fills every cell, bringing energy where stiffness once lived. It's a small act, but the science behind it is powerful. Researchers call it functional movement, training the body for real life. Not lifting heavy weights or chasing speed, but teaching your muscles and joints to work together with ease. The knees learn flexibility. The ankles gain strength. The spine finds alignment. And your posture, once curved with habit, begins to straighten naturally. You stand taller, not just because you're stretching, but because your body is remembering balance. Even your mind feels the effect. When you move rhythmically, your brain releases endorphins, tiny messengers of calm and clarity. They lower stress, ease anxiety, and lift your mood. That's why after a few bends, you feel lighter, not just physically but emotionally. It's the science of movement meeting the art of awareness. The body doesn't need miracles, it needs consistency. A few minutes each day can retrain muscles that forgot how to move freely. Your joints become smoother, your steps more stable. And deep inside, your nervous system learns to trust again. The magic is that it happens slowly, quietly, almost invisibly. You won't notice change after one day, but your body will. It records every motion, every stretch, every breath. And one morning, you'll reach toward your toes and realize the stiffness that once stopped you is gone. The science has worked its quiet wonder, all through a simple bend, from your knees to your toes. A movement that heals not just the body, but the mind behind it. Movement has emotion hidden inside it. Every stretch carries a memory. Every bend awakens a feeling we thought was long gone. For many older adults, the body becomes a quiet stranger. We stop trusting our knees. We hesitate before bending. We forget the joy of motion. But when you begin to move again, something soft stirs beneath the surface. It's not just muscle waking up, it's hope. The first time you try a knee-to-toe bend, it feels unfamiliar. Your legs tremble slightly. Your breath feels uncertain. But in that uncertainty, there's beauty. Because that's where rediscovery begins. Each movement becomes a conversation with yourself. You listen to your body say, "I'm still here." And you answer with patience, not pressure. You breathe through the stretch. You allow space for your body to learn again. That simple exchange builds trust. It rebuilds the emotional bridge between you and your physical self. You begin to realize that movement is not punishment. It's kindness. It's forgiveness. When your body bends, your heart follows. You start to release the frustration of what you used to do. You stop comparing today's strength to yesterday's. Instead, you find gratitude in what you can still feel. Each day, the bend becomes a little deeper, the breath a little steadier. And with it, your confidence grows quietly. This is how healing truly begins, not with force, but with compassion. The knee-to-toe bend becomes your daily reminder of presence. It reminds you that you are capable, adaptable, alive. There's a rhythm in the motion: bend, breathe, rise. It feels almost like a dance between courage and calm. In that dance, your emotions untangle themselves. The fear of falling turns into trust in balance. The stiffness of age transforms into graceful movement. The doubt inside softens with every exhale. This is the emotional side of movement, the invisible strength. It's the quiet pride of showing up for yourself. No audience, no applause, just the gentle rhythm of you. The older we get, the more the world tells us to slow down. But slowing down doesn't mean stopping. It means moving with intention. It means finding beauty in small, deliberate motions. That's where peace lives, in the gentle flow between effort and ease. When you finish your set, you don't just stand taller. You feel lighter inside. It's not about the stretch, it's about the spirit behind it. Your heart beats with quiet gratitude. Your breath feels like a song of renewal. You smile, not because the movement was perfect, but because you remembered what it feels like to be alive. Each bend, each rise, each breath becomes a moment of emotional healing. And slowly, beautifully, the body and the heart move together again. In rhythm, in balance, in peace. Safety is the quiet guardian of every movement. It's the gentle voice that says, go slow, listen first. When you begin your knee-to-toe bends, that voice matters most. You don't need to rush or reach too far. You don't need to prove anything. Your body already knows what it needs. Start with your feet firmly planted on the floor. Feel the ground beneath you, solid, supportive, steady. Let your knees soften, not collapse. Let your spine stay long, like a string pulling you gently upward. Now take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And as you move, remember comfort over distance. If your body says stop, stop. If it says rest, rest. This movement is about partnership, not control. Many older adults fear bending because of pain or past injury. But fear fades when you replace it with awareness. Safety isn't the absence of motion, it's the presence of mindfulness. Use a chair if you need support. Place your hands on the backrest for balance. Bend just a little, enough to feel the stretch but not the strain. Your goal is not perfection, it's connection. Every safe repetition builds trust between your body and your mind. Trust becomes strength, and strength becomes freedom. Some days you'll move easily. Other days you'll feel resistance. That's normal. The key is patience. Consistency turns small progress into lasting change. Remember, the body heals through kindness, not force. If your knees ache, adjust your stance. If your back tightens, pause and breathe. Let the breath carry away tension, one exhale at a time. Safety also means preparation. Warm up before you bend. Take a short walk around the room. Roll your shoulders. Circle your ankles. Wake the body before you ask it to move deeply. When you're ready, begin again. Bend gently from the knees. Reach softly toward your toes. Keep your head relaxed, your breath flowing. Feel the stretch, not the strain. That's your signal that you're doing it right. Over time, your body learns the pattern. It remembers the motion, trusts the rhythm. The fear of falling fades quietly. Confidence replaces hesitation. Your movements become smoother, safer, stronger. You'll notice your posture improving without even trying. That's the reward of mindful motion. Safety, patience, awareness, they're the foundation of every step. And when you move with care, you create space for growth. Because true strength doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from moving wisely. It comes from listening deeply. And as you practice safely, your body thanks you in its own language. Through steadier balance, easier breath, and a calm sense of control. Every safe bend becomes an act of respect. A promise to your body that you will care for it, always. Habits begin in small, quiet moments. Not in grand plans or big changes, but in tiny choices made each day. The knee-to-toe bend is no different. It doesn't need a gym, a mat, or a perfect morning. It just needs you, your breath, your body, your intention. Start where you are. Maybe right after waking up, when the world is still soft. Stand by your bed, feel the floor beneath your feet. Breathe, bend gently, rise slowly. That's your first step into the day. Or maybe in the evening, when the house falls silent. As the light fades, you stretch toward your toes one last time. You release the tension collected through the hours. You breathe out the weight of the day. Each bend becomes a ritual, a pause between moments, a reminder that your body still listens, still grows. It's easy to think exercise must be intense to be effective. But for older adults, consistency matters more than intensity. 2 minutes of mindful motion can do more than an hour of rushing. When you practice daily, even briefly, your body begins to respond. The stiffness in your knees lessens. Your posture naturally improves. You feel steadier when you walk, lighter when you move, and your breath finds its rhythm again. That's the magic of routine. It transforms quietly. You don't need to count repetitions. You don't need to chase results. Just listen to the language of your body. It will tell you when to go deeper, when to pause, when to rest. Over time, you'll notice subtle changes. You'll reach for your toes without thinking. You'll stand taller in the mirror. You'll find yourself moving with a grace you didn't expect. Even your mood begins to shift. Regular movement releases calm, steadies your thoughts. It reminds you that strength isn't lost with age, it's refined. It grows quieter, wiser, more patient. So make it part of your life, not just your routine. Do a few bends while waiting for the kettle to boil, or during a television break. Let it weave naturally into your day. It's not about adding work. It's about creating moments of care. Think of it as tending to a small garden within you. Each movement waters it. Each breath brings sunlight. And over time, that garden blooms in strength and serenity. Some days you'll forget. Some days you'll feel too tired. That's okay. Come back the next day, gently, without guilt. Your body remembers kindness more than effort. And each time you return, it greets you with gratitude. The secret is not perfection, it's presence. Be there fully, even for one slow bend. Feel the ground, the air, the life in your breath. And let that moment remind you, movement is not a chore. It's a celebration of still being here, still capable, still growing. One gentle bend at a time, you build a habit of grace. And that habit becomes your quiet daily triumph. And now, as you stand still, take one last deep breath. Feel the air move gently through you. Your body is calm, your mind quiet. You've moved, stretched, breathed, and listened. The simple knee-to-toe bend has become more than an exercise. It's a moment of connection between body and spirit. Each motion reminded you that strength is not lost with age. It only changes its shape, becomes softer, wiser. Your balance feels steadier now. Your heart feels lighter. And somewhere deep inside you sense peace. You've learned that movement doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. It can be slow, kind, and deeply healing. Each breath, each bend, is a quiet promise to care for yourself. To stay curious about what your body can still do. The journey doesn't end here. Tomorrow you'll bend again, breathe again, move again. You'll wake up with a little more ease, a little more strength. And every day you'll remind yourself you are still growing, still capable, still beautifully alive. One breath, one bend, one moment at a time.